Hey guys, it's Mig, and on this GameDev Log, I'm going to talk to you about using Unity 3D's lightning mechanic to have a flashlight used as a weapon. Those that are new to Unity should utilize the Unity's URP system that provides 2D lighting. It's already built in on 3D, but I'm pretty sure by future versions that this version might be implemented for future reference, so you don't have to reinstall the URP system. So my idea on this game was to make something spooky, kind of like ghostly, and using your flashlight. It's similar to how Luigi uses his flashlight on Luigi's Mansion. I figured that you can kind of like move around your flashlight, kind of like in a top-down position, move it in around in a circle with your mouse, and if it reacts or hits actually the ghost with your flashlight, then they disappear. I also added a couple other bigger enemies so that they, instead of dying, maybe they would freeze or they would cover their eyes, similar to how Mario, the typical Mario genre has it. I actually went for a simple objective of the game, which was finding batteries for your flashlight. It slowly starts diminishing. You gotta find the batteries, and also it gives you a chance to discover 3 different areas. I did add a couple Easter eggs around there in the game, so if you guys play it, check it out. See if you can find all the Easter eggs. I do have like a special ending if you get the 2 Easter eggs. And now for the process of the game, making the game. I actually originally wanted to do kind of like an open world where you pretty much have to go around and then just search around and then try to see if you can get the battery. But I realized if the battery flash is gonna run out, how are you gonna be able to know where to go? So my idea was maybe I can have like an arrow indicator. So I did add like a little white, yellow, or kind of like an arrow indicator that moves around when you do, and then that kind of leads you to the batteries or the next battery objective. Creating the actual flashlight for the player wasn't too bad actually. All I actually did was I did a freeform light 2D with a square object, change the perspective, kind of like make it kind of like more like a flashlight, and I did a polygon collider just for whatever you're colliding with. Like let's say it's a ghost or a wall or something. We react a different way, so if it were ghosts, it just destroys. Maybe certain objects would kind of highlight in a greenish, reddish color. And yeah, that was actually it. I didn't need a script for it. I only needed just a script if, like I said, on trigger events for any ghosts, they would just destroy if it detected the on trigger tag flashlight. For the player, I kind of wanted to be more interactive and kind of moving around and doing all kinds of things. So what I did is I had an idle movement when his feet were resting, and then when he would move, he kind of like did like a little stick jog type of thing where he move around. Also, I kind of wanted to do kind of like the Enter the Gungeon look, where it's depending on where your mouse is located, you would follow the flashlight, but it also will shift his body towards that movement. So if he was facing, your mouse was facing up, then your flashlight would also kind of like move up, but also the body would be looking up, the player would be looking up. The ghosts enemy were actually pretty fun to make. I wanted to do something cool with animate, of course, and also to have like a little trail if they would follow, along to their path of the player. And I kind of also wanted to do some simple sounds. Unfortunately, I couldn't find any cool ghostly sounds, so all I did was just do a simple recording going, "Ooh," those sort of things, and yeah, that was actually my voice doing that. I figured I might as well, if I couldn't find anything, I might as well just make it myself. And yeah, I do recommend you guys, if you are like me, like an indie game developer, try just doing your own sounds. It's actually pretty fun and enjoyable. For the big ghosts, I kind of wanted to do just still similar to how the Mario ghosts are. So if you're looking towards, the ghost, you'll kind of covers his eyes, right? They kind of like close their eyes and see that you're not there. So I kind of did the same thing with the bigger ghost. Was if the flashlight's towards him, he would freeze and he would do like a little eyes cover animation. Or if you kind of like going straight in, the flashlight is not on his face, then he would just start following you, that sort of thing. For the polish of the game, I wonder if the all-in-one shader, if you guys don't have it or never heard of it, I highly recommend it. Especially if you do 2D games, they have awesome stuff. You can do all kinds of things. And in my case, actually, I went with the player kind of like, doing like wavy or shaking sort of thing. Also did it with the ghost as well. I did it with other items too, as the battery power pickups. Also did kind of like a little outline trail that came out pretty cool. I do recommend the all-in-one shader is really awesome. And then as well as the animations, I probably, of course, like all games, could use more polishing. Originally, I was thinking maybe I could do like a small lightning or like add some ghostly chains or more sound effects. I probably did add a couple like footsteps. They're kind of lowish, but it came out okay. I also made another flashlight type of game, and this one was more of a stealth-like, where the player is actually avoiding the enemy flashlight, and it's similar to how kind of like similar easy stealth games are, where you're really trying to just kind of be sneaky and dark, kind of like avoiding the enemy's flashlight. I had the enemies patrolling, moving around, and if you get hit by the flashlight, you would just restart over. Made it kind of simple and easier for everybody to enjoy. Any beginner or any type of player type of game could play it. And both of these games actually took me about 9 days to make. Mostly on the weekends. I do work full time, so I think if I had more time, I could probably add more polishing, more look to it. Of course, I kind of wanted to just test it out to see what's good, where I can go, and then you never know. Maybe I can add more to it. Make sure to guys check it out. The games are available on itch.io. I'll put the links below and I'll give the names out to each game. And of course, why not? If I did 2D, I might as well try it on 3D. This was more of an experiment type of thing. I'm still kind of newish to making 3D. It's a whole, kind of like a whole different type of beast. I went with a first-person perspective of a flashlight. I did need a little help, more on the flashlight, kind of like dimming or lowering the intensity of the lights when it hit the walls or the ground. I don't know why Unity doesn't do this, but it would be nice if they implement it. But anyways, I did do like a simple script, which I got help from. Thanks guys, appreciate it. You guys know who you are. And then it's pretty cool script. I'll provide it on here on this screenshot. You guys can take it, use the script. It's really great. I didn't think about using math.lerp in regarding to intensity in the lighting. I didn't think it would work, but surprisingly it did. At first, I did try to do like a vector 3, but that didn't work. I think a raycast was the better option. And like I said, I'm always curious about trying new things, especially with game development. This was fun. I do want to do more. I'll try to do, like I said, my one game a month type of game while working on their bigger projects like oh shit Boulder. Still on my project, it's still on the to-do list. I'm out with other bigger games, but that's it guys. Like I said, if you like this video, go ahead and like this video, subscribe if you're interested, and I'll see you on the next GameDev Log. Bye.